Welcome to Joy Tactics, the podcast dedicated to all things joyful, joyous, and meeting as many celebrities as humanly possible. Hosted by Eric Rahill, Nate Veroni, and Jack Bensinger. Enjoy.
Shush between us. It's not appropriate. It's really getting out ever. It would be really bad for me if this fucking got out.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Yeah, stay.
Be quiet.
Keep it on the low. Keep this next thing on the hush. It's a secret.
Hey guys, it's a secret episode.
That is gonna blow people's fucking.
Yeah,
that is gonna kill somebody right
That's
there.
gonna.
what I just did.
This
I'm
is
sorry.
someone's first episode, no question, and they just put us off.
I
forever.
swear to God, I'm so sorry because I know somebody turned up their volume all the way at the beginning. I'm so sorry.
Well, that's fun.
Hopefully
that's
that-
the first
that
secret about
levels
this
out.
episode. Yeah, I'll take care of
Wow.
it.
Post.
So
Fix it in post.
today we're discussing the issue of
Secrets.
Why do we need to have them? What's the function? Because not everyone can handle it. You can't handle the truth. Remember that one from
Right.
Tropic Thunder, right?
Right.
What is that
Well,
from?
I'd like to take everybody back to a wonderful movie starring Mr. Ricky Gervais called The Invention of Lying. Now, this movie, this man, I forget the plot, but essentially he ends up in the dimension of reality to where no one has invented lying yet. So he's like, damn, I have a superpower where I can just lie to people and get away with it because they don't understand that you could say something not untrue.
Right.
And they don't even know what secrets are, really. What a
And I can tell you
and you
why.
would think that would be a utopia, right? Turns out it's a hellhole, and lying is a core part of human nature. And that's how
Ricky
we get ahead.
Gervais is not afraid to take you into deep and horrifying waters and show you some of the most fucked up shit in the world, bitch.
Damn. I hope
And
he
Eric,
opens
you're
a
writing
theme park.
a biography for Ricky Gervais.
I'm right. This one's authorized. The Dax Shepard one is unauthorized biography. This one is very authorized. I'm in close contact. I'm paying him to do it, but I appreciate it. He's going to give me a stake in Gervais World when that opens up at the Gervais
The
theme
Ricky
park.
Gervais theme park.
Gervais flags. It's going to be some of
Gervais
the scariest
flags.
rides in the world. Rides that don't move around much, but they make you question your reality and make you question authority as well.
Right. Every ride is also him killing a different deity.
Right.
Saying this couldn't exist. You're so stupid.
Hinduism,
so
you
dumb.
fools. If
Ricky
God
Gervais,
exists,
come
why are
on
there
this
criminals?
fucking shit. And
How
let
would
me
God make
fucking
criminals?
Massage that neck of that big neck of his.
Oh, yeah.
Extra lotion,
the-
extra shea butter.
The invention of lying. You know why he lies?
Why, man?
Because his busted old mom is dying in the hospital bed. And he says, Mama, when we die, I swear we're going to be together again. Because he's too afraid to admit the truth, which all of us atheists know for a fact. That there's nothing after this shit, dude.
That's
So
it.
go
Lights
crazy.
out. Hope you
Lights
had fun. That's it. That's all you get.
Welcome to Oblivion.
That
sucker.
you paid for one ticket. The end of the ride is over. Death is
And what did you do? You wasted it on hand and knee,
Oh,
kissing
nice.
the toes of some fake god that doesn't even exist, when you could have been out there smoking cigarettes
Essing and
on the
effing.
bluff,
Right.
essing and effing, crying.
And how
meeting
long did you wait in line
celebrities.
for this fucking experience, dude? You waited 4 billion years to get one little. This is the life that you waited for? You fool. You fool.
You fool.
So, yeah,
Um,
make sure you're not that guy when you fucking die. Or
They should
woman.
make a movie called The Invention of Nuttin'. You know what I'm talking about.
It's Nate in the
Sexual.
lab figuring out how to jerk it for the first time, or writing calculations.
Yeah.
Crazy beakers exploding.
Well,
Nate,
not
you've
to
been
tie it-
suspiciously quiet.
because I'm thinking about a very powerful topic. Okay.
What is it?
Secrets.
And that is secret. But I
Cholesterol.
was thinking about a secret is almost tied to your perspective. Now, why did I think that? Because we were
I don't
bringing
know.
up gods and deities. Okay.
I don't fucking know. Oh, okay.
Does God have secrets?
course.
A secret you can't even hold a secret from God. Okay, so God knows all of your secrets, right?
Right.
But does God have secrets?
He definitely,
Yes.
most definitely does, because if God told you the truth of everything, if the real nature of reality was revealed to you by God himself or herself, as I like to think, you would be blinded to death and you wouldn't be able to understand it. So yeah, he has to hold she has to hold some of those things close to the chest, secret style, for your benefit.
If you
It's
were
called the
at,
most benevolent white lie that ever existed, the lie of reality. That's a secret.
that is a beautiful, beautiful one. I love that secret, but it's not a secret. Cat's out of the bag.
Cat's out of the bag, bitch.
If you were at, a diner off the highway on a road trip somewhere in Pennsylvania with G.O.D. eating some hush puppies, he could, or she could say some things at that diner to you in 1 second that would make you basically flip out and start tripping crazy. The power of sentences.
Imagine tripping mentally from just a secret, hearing a secret.
Getting high. That's probably what this
Yeah.
podcast is like incredible doses of sentences. But
If I
here's the
told you
thing.
guys I've been running a Black Ops program for my house, drone style, making millions of dollars on the mercenary market, and I
Oh
told you
my
guys that over
God.
some French fries and ketchup, yeah, you guys would
Yeah.
start to trip.
I would literally start, just partying and putting music on. Oh,
One
so
time,
high, man.
speaking of diners in Pennsylvania, we were driving to Chicago and we pulled off to get some Dinah food. And one of the diners in town, the only diner in this goddamn town, was called Puke Diner.
No, man.
I'm not kidding you, dude. I'm not kidding your ass.
Puke, puke.
And they had a fridge, and we parked and we were going to go in, but then we just thought, nah, because they had a fridge in there. You know, they have those, what they call fridges, where they keep cold beverages.
Refrigerators.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, what
for
they call
mom.
refrigerators. And out of those, they were selling Mad Dog 2020
The hot sauce.
at the diner. Can you imagine getting some MD 2020? Or maybe it's just called Mad Dog 20.
I don't know.
Remember that shit?
That's a
Fortified
good day
wine.
for some people. Oh, of course.
Oh, my God.
Eating some
On the
fucking
road trip,
scrambled
getting
eggs, some hash browns.
fricked up.
And some
Get
Mad
a Mad
Dog.
Dog. Get a couple of them Mad Dog 2020s.
Get the
in.
great Mad Dog
Hit the
2020.
the late night fucking what is that called? Welding. Doing the
Get-
late shift. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh,
Drunk as fuck.
Your eyes
welding,
are just burnt out of your fucking skull.
making amazing.
Forget to put the
fucking
visor
union
on.
Salary.
Listening to Joy Tactics on the Skull Candies.
$110,000 a year. More money than any of us could ever
Skull
imagine.
candies.
The Rastafarian colored Skull Candies. I had those, and I would wear them when I went snowboarding.
No. Oh,
And I
my
fell, would
God.
fall so many times.
So what's funny
With the iPod Mini. Yeah. That's a secret. I never told you guys. So is that a secret? Because I held that. One,
Yeah,
two,
secrets
three.
have to
be
Eric's
devastating.
back in.
You stopped recording.
Okay.
Oh, hell no.
We're using the Zoom recording. That's what I just learned. Eric's back in just like that.
Okay.
And so what's funny is, does God have secrets? I'll tell you what. This is an interesting discussion, because can a secret exist in the woods? If somebody says a secret to themselves to a tree in the woods, is it a secret anymore? See where I'm going with this?
Of course, I
Because-
see where you're going with this.
If God knows everything, then everything you don't know is a secret of God. But that brings it back, right, interestingly, in a sense, back to the conversation which we are just discussing of what qualifies something to be a secret. Is it the person who hears it? Do they have to get their mind blown from the back enough to see it as a secret? Or can it just be anything? Yo, Eric, I had a LaCroix today.
Oh, did you?
That's
that a
just
secret?
information.
Or is
That's
that
not a secret,
information, new information?
That's a new information. A secret needs to be something that can
That can
ruin
damage
your
someone
life.
or benefit them.
Yes.
I see.
Exactly.
That's it.
So
I have a
secrets
secret
are
birthday
powerful
cake for you.
information.
Yeah.
And this is what I want to
Doesn't-
say is sometimes secrets you withhold information because you want to protect the other person.
That's right.
You don't want
What do you
them knowing
mean?
this information. Even though you want to be truthful, they should know this information. They should know all this stuff that, that would ruin their life. But you don't want to tell them because you don't have the heart. And
Well, that's what
you don't want to see
people-
them spiral out of control.
That's what Democrats don't understand about Joe Biden. Oh, he's so quiet at his speeches. He's not giving us information. Why is he not saying anything? Whenever Joe Biden stammers and stutters, just know that the sentence that went through his head that he almost just said would cause another global meltdown financially worse. That would make the freaking
Right.
what happened in the 30s. That would make the Great Depression look like the Great British Bake Off. Okay, because the depression that would hit the United States after Joe Biden said the secrets that he knows and
Oh
the
my
reasons,
God.
the things that he's doing to protect us.
He's
You can only
constantly on the
imagine.
verge of holding back the truth about why aliens come to invade us.
The reality
wait.
is
The
Just
white
wait.
aliens.
you
You
can't
guys
go.
haven't seen the second term Biden when he doesn't have he
Oh
has no
my
fucks to give. You know he's
shit.
playing by the
Republicans
rules right
beware.
now, right?
You're in for a scare. That's
Second
right.
term, Biden.
Oh, when Joe
Wow.
Biden's in the lame duck era of his presidency,
Yeah. Oh, I'm just chilling.
just you wait.
He's about to
Mm.
grow out some crazy goatee, diet, fucking blonde,
He's probably been
Add some
dead for
weights to
100
it,
years.
some like fucking fishing weights.
get a piercing in his eyebrow,
To
and
the, oh shit.
it's gonna be
Yeah.
all infected, and he's gonna just deny any sort of like hospital treatment or
Yeah.
anything on that, any sort
Right.
of
Spitting teeth out.
sterilization.
He announces he's bisexual, and has been for a minute.
And he has the cure, and he swallowed it. They invented the pill for bisexuality curing, and he swallowed it, but he put it not. He breathed it in rather, so he can't. Basically, he got rid of it. He
It's
just
rattling around in his lungs.
Yeah, it's shaking his lungs never to beat it. You have to kill him to get the cure.
And him and Pete hook up.
Him and Pete Davidson.
No, a
Pete
different
Holmes.
Pete.
Pete Holmes.
Pete Holmes, man, yeah.
I could see that. I could see
Funny.
that. Yeah, like the White House Correspondents' Dinner. If you're a White House correspondent, shut the fuck up. I'm tired of your asses up there in the pit. Just stop. Either get your act together or just stop, because you're disrespecting the
Please.
president. You're
Please.
disrespecting the whole country with your fake little questions. We see how you behave, dude. It's not chill. It's not right. Get your act together. And please go on the Joy
Well,
Tactics Google Doc.
You remember
What?
this moment at the White House Correspondents' Dinner when a reality show host was sitting in the audience and just enjoying himself.
Who,
And what
Trump?
happened?
Yeah, Eric.
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's where
Donald
you're going with
Trump
that.
was sitting in the
yeah.
audience, and who decided to try to poke fun at him was
Was
Barack
it?
motherfucking Obama.
Oh, you fool.
And
Obama, really?
He was talking shit. They thought that they were
Derek
roasting each
Obama.
other. It was all in good fun. Nope.
I think
So
Obama
that-
secretly sucks.
What did you just
Why
say?
would you say
man?
that? Why would you say that, bitch? Why? Take it back now, or you're off. Or you're off, dude. Why?
I don't want to have to hide my politics from you guys anymore. I'm more progressive than you could imagine. I roast every president, no matter what they look like.
Holy shit.
Yes.
That's incredible, impressive,
Something
and
tells
sexy as
me-
well.
My nose is whistling right now. That's another secret you probably can't hear on your end, but the audience knows this as well. So this is a secret that we're keeping together.
You guys are both falling apart before my eyes, and it breaks my heart. Not me, though.
By the way, I am
Yeah.
sick right now, everybody. I know
Right.
that everybody
And you're
is
keeping that
wondering.
from the audience.
and you wanted
why.
sympathy.
I
Yeah.
want sympathy. I want people to feel bad for me.
I got a picture of you just at the shower when you were sick.
Was that chaotic? That was pretty chaotic. That when you came over, I was trying to protect you. Eric comes in. Eric has such a. He does not give a shit about his health, his well-being. He can't. I was like, dude, get out of here. I'm fucking sick right now. Don't come into the apartment.
I was sniffing in the apartment.
You want to get sick. You want to build up your immune system like
course.
crazy.
Of course. Speaking of sick, I feel sick right now because I just had this fucking decadent lunch. Good God. Didn't tell you guys
What?
that another secret I kept from you guys.
What'd
What
you
was the
have?
lunch, man? Was
Well,
it cooked
ever since I
cool?
got back from LA, I've been eating clean with it. protein shakes, salmon, vegetables, water, LaCroix. Then what do I do this morning? I have an amazing morning, Manhattan style, cappuccino, whole milk for breakfast, essentially. Then,
Honorable.
what's for fucking lunch? I almost don't want to tell you guys.
Please.
Was it kava? Don't say kava. I'll freak the
We
fuck
split
out
an
right
egg
now.
salad sandwich and a tuna salad sandwich.
Are you fucking serious?
And then I had some chips, and then two
on
bites of
what
cake.
bread, dude?
2-3
Tell me
bites
now.
of cake.
It couldn't have been on rye bread.
Nah, it's ciabatta, bitch.
Ciabatta.
Ciabatta.
The
Remember when
biggest,
that
most
shit came out in
decadent
2005 when we were fucking, everybody was floored across the country?
Oh my
What?
god! When someone puts a cheddar, tomato, basil, sun-dried tomato ciabatta in front of me,
Let me lick that shit now.
let me put a
Every
ring on
year
it.
there's like
Can you
a
put a ring on
new-
bread?
It's like bread is kind of like, you know how there's like mezcal was like fucking popping natural wine. It's the same
Mezcal's
thing with
over,
the bread
natural
markets.
wine's over. It's Baijiu.
It's bread.
Baijiu and lager beer, Chinese lagers are the next fucking thing. Mark my words.
Yep.
Better start opening those cute shops that sell that now.
The alcohol analytics predictions.
I don't even have to go to
Alcoholic
school for that.
markets.
That's just a natural inclination.
Well, school is a lie. If you have to go to school, you're far, far behind. That's for sure. If you're taking a class, you're missing out. You're missing the point. That's why I didn't go to school. Hello, guys. It's good to see you again.
Jack, it looks like you're reporting the Emphysema Chronicles right now. Like you're hooked up to a machine and having to.
Joke's on you, bitch. I don't know what emphysema is.
Oh,
Nice try.
well, you will soon enough. Soon enough.
No, I
It'll
won't.
be-
I don't
rule
listen
your
to
whole world.
doctors. I don't listen to doctors. I never tell doctors the same name twice. I don't go to the same doctor twice. That's my style.
Hey, we
So,
got to get you a full
secrets.
body scan.
So secrets. Back to the
Oh, yeah,
fucking
back to
topic,
secrets.
guys.
Oh, yeah.
Getting on
Back to
topic.
secrets.
Do you think there's any chance that the United States is the last country that exists, and outside of these walls is nothing but pure demonic, alienic hell? And Joe Biden is keeping us
At
a
bay?
secret. Not at bay, but at protection.
Well, I'll just tell you guys this. I've been to Europe 3
So you
times
believe.
in my life. Coming on 4 next time I go. And let's just say you think America's perfect, right? You think we have the best foods and the hottest models and the
We do.
best sounding accents. Well, guess what? Europe's got us fucking beat. Europe beat us silly with its culture. We're lucky to have we kind of got all our culture from Europe, and then all the other countries, of course, that came in. It's America's a melting pot, but Europe is heavenly. Europe is amazing. And if you talk shit on Europe for 1 second, Jack, if you say that Europe is full of of aliens and demons, then you mess with the wrong one today.
I'm not going to say that, dude. I'm not going to say that. Of course I'm not. However, I'm going to ask you to take a deep breath and open your mind to what is possible when I tell you this. Imagine you get up in the sky.
Oh,
You put your Bose soundproof headphones on. You put on
Yes.
your anti-anxiety playlist on the Calm app.
Tame Impala.
Tame Impala, and you watch whatever Zone of Interest again for the 5th time. Take vigorous notes.
Yeah.
Then you're flying in circles. 6 hours away, right? But you're flying in circles. You land back at JFK, but it doesn't look like JFK because Biden has done the full flip. Do you ever notice when you're in Europe that people look strangely familiar? You ever buy bread off somebody? Buongiorno, prego. You go, what the fuck? That looks like Devin Walker from SNL. You ever see somebody else? What the fuck? Buongiorno, what's French? La toilette. La toilette.
It's
Oh, that
Mikey
looks
Day
like
from SNL.
Mikey Day from SNL. Do you ever think that what I'm saying is that this is the scheme that they're putting on, almost Truman Show-esque, to protect you from, I'm not saying European devils and aliens, but this is the type of theater that could be going on, the type of secrets that could be being held from you right now, man.
I can feel my
Why are
heartbeat
you
right
so
now. And it's not
afraid?
because I'm scared. It's because I think I have blood pressure, which is the secret
yeah.
that my body's keeping from me.
And that doesn't have to do with fear. High blood pressure has to do with passion.
So, okay. Yeah, I don't know what I would fucking do if I found that out to be true. That all of Europe is a Truman style show.
By SNL
Can't
cast
even
member.
begin to
All of
imagine.
Europe is just current SNL cast members.
I could
Current
easily
and
see
former?
that.
Please.
Yeah. Well, specifically them dead ones too. You know, somebody from SNL has died already. At least
No.
one.
Did you
Have
guys
they?
see that?
Oh,
did you
many
guys see
have.
The Chris Farley. They're making a Chris Farley movie.
Who's gonna play his ass?
Paul. I think this guy
Paul Dano.
follows you.
Paul
guys.
Walter Hauser.
Yes.
He's playing Chris
Paul.
Farley.
Yep.
Sheesh.
Well, how's he gonna do that accent? Time for the dialect coach. Come on,
Time for the
pod, we'll work
Milwaukee
it out.
fucking trip with Paul. Did you guys see that SNL 1975 is coming out?
Yes.
And
I
you guys
did,
know
dude.
that I auditioned to play John Belushi, right?
I remember that, dude.
Yes, we do.
Man.
Well, you couldn't do it. You got the part, but you couldn't do it because
Yeah,
of
I had to turn it down for financial reasons.
Who beat you? You have a
I-
dartboard
listen,
behind you with like
I
drawn
care
on,
so
like, a
little
devil.
about. All I want to do is write my books. So and acting is such a side thing that I don't even look up who got these things. I just wish them well. Thank God someone got it. I didn't.
But the
need
books
it.
aren't doing anything. They're not doing
For
anything
now.
For you. They're
For
not making
now.
any money.
It's a Van Gogh situation. Why don't you stay alive long enough to see it really pop in about 200 years?
And
There's
are
gonna
you
be a
like
whole
checking
museum.
So you're saying in like
Well-
200 years, people are going to be interested in a Dax Shepard biography that's not.
Well, yeah, it's a magical
illegal.
realism, Dax Shepard unauthorized memoir. So.
Oh my God! How could there be such a phrase as magical realism when reality is
Magic.
so magical as it is? That's how I genuinely
Wow.
feel, man. My
Yep.
feelings are just as so. They are as so.
I'll
Maybe
tell you
that's
what,
me
I'm reading a
naive.
crazy ass book right now.
How do you have so much time?
Ever since I started locking away the
cellular
phone,
phone.
yeah, it's just
What's this one? Is it about dragons eating each other's pussies?
if you play that game with me anymore, like I'm not telling you shit. Okay,
That's what the books are about. Every single book you read is about fucking pornography.
about dragons going down on each other.
And that's cool. It's fine. It's not my thing.
No, this one I literally just forgot the name, but
That's all right.
it's about first contact with aliens. Okay,
Holy shit.
yeah,
I
and the
made-
aliens.
I got
are-
a new book.
What is it, Nate?
It's the book that like the new Paul Thomas Anderson movie is based on, and I want people to
What
pray
is it
for
called?
me.
Nuclear
called,
war scenario.
It's by Thomas Pynchon, or yeah, Thomas.
Oh,
Pynchon.
Mr. Pinchon.
And I think he kind of like kind of famously writes really things that are hard to read. And I was like, why did I fucking get this book? You know?
You know what my
Licorice
advice
pizza.
is for people like us who try to read these books?
What's that?
I have some advice, and maybe this is relevant for all three of us. None of us are really smart like that. You know what I'm saying? We're not really like Jack. We were talking about this after hearing some real film nerds talk about film, to the point to where the way that they're talking about film makes me not enjoy it at all. You know what I mean? I want to enjoy books.
'Cause they
I want
know
to
the
enjoy
soup.
movies and music. I want to talk
They
about
know
how
what's
it made
in
me
the
feel.
soup.
Huh?
Right. You know what's funny? Because knowing what's in the soup isn't what ruins the soup, right? It's actually knowing every single soup that's ever existed.
Yeah, right. You don't need to know about an
And I guess
Italian
that-
soup from 1972 to enjoy
No, you
this
don't.
fucking 2024 soup. You know what I'm saying? But what my
The vertigo
advice,
of
Nate,
information.
is just read the words and let them fall over you and feel what you feel. Unless you feel like that paragraph's really, unless there's a plot that's important and you need to be like, oh, but just let the words wash over you. And eventually, guess what? These more complex books, your brain kind of gets accustomed to reading it. You know what I mean? You're training your brain book by book to understand someone else's expression of consciousness. You know what I'm saying? And so then
You're
about
learning to
150
read.
pages in, you're like so plugged in with how they're writing. You don't have to understand every single thing. You need to understand how that shit makes you feel.
I feel like
Someti-
this book for you was like a Lemony Snicket. Like,
yeah, it's the reptile
at, like,
room.
the 8th
Book
grade
number
level,
2.
moved on up to 9th grade reading level.
Yeah, damn. I
You know,
was.
I do
fucking-
feel I do feel silly when I'm on Duolingo trying to learn Spanish and trying to learn Russian, and I'm like, and I have a joke about learning Duolingo English. I know I joke about that a lot, but I do think that there is still a lot of headway to be made in being fluent in English. And I do feel like, why the fuck am I trying to learn these other languages?
Wait. What are you saying? You're taking Duolingo for English right now?
No, this is a joke that Jack has in his stand-up set when he messes up a word on accident.
I play about that. It's a joke that I keep in my back pocket. I call it a back pocket joke. Because I can count on the fact that I'm going to mess something up. But guess what, dude? I think there's truth in that. There's truth behind every lie, behind every whatever.
And there's truth in comedy.
I wasn't going to say that. I don't want to put that information out there. If you don't know what that book is yet, just go ahead and cancel your plans for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah. Go read that one. I read that book when I was about 17. Do you guys know that?
Yeah, I knew that.
I did too. I read it in high school.
I was like, this is going to be my life.
That's crazy. I basically got tricked into moving to Chicago.
That's a book about improv, if you're wondering.
Written by some legendary Chicago
Del Close.
Del Close and
Sharna
Ms. Sharna Halpern.
Yep.
Wow.
One of them's dead. One of them's
Del
short.
Close is dead. Sharna Halpern is.
I'll tell you a Sharna
alive.
Halpern story. I basically got forced against my will to make a musical sketch comedy review.
This is a secret that I didn't know you were going to tell the whole world, but here we go.
I don't think there's any reason not to be fair. I won't tell us very much about it, but this was the owner of IO Comedy Theater or whatever. This is the last thing she directed, I believe. It is the most busted musical sketch comedy review in the world, which I was situationally pressured into writing and performing in. Because I thought this for sure would get all of us on SNL. It's a layup.
Right.
In reality, we cast people from like fucking Backpages.com who had no involvement in the comedy scene. And I was out to lunch. It sucked. About 4 people came to the show. And I remember every like writing meeting where we would go to Sharna's office. She has all these poor dogs who are like, every single one of them is basically begging to die. They all have like cancer more than you could ever believe. And they're like surgeries, scars all over them. It's really sad, but they're like smashing their heads into their desk like really violently as if they're like trying to knock themselves out. That's kind of the detail that I really wanted to get at was the dogs. The dogs that want to go.
Right. Those dogs would like get on stage too. Like you'd be like doing a show and they would like just fucking like just
be
walk
chilling.
Up, like.
Wait, I have an IO story that I feel like I should tell that I think is funny. This is a secret that I've held for far too long to keep it on topic.
Oh my God.
Is it about Sharna?
No, it's not. It's about.
Is it the?
Well, she organized this. It's like they used to have those SNL auditions that we would all do. I think all of us have done those at IO. Like 8 years ago at this point.
Preliminary, like
the prelims, yeah.
Yeah, like they would have like every year in Chicago they have like the kind of like the minor league, like it's like you're not doing SNL, but it's kind of like she gets to kind of see who's out there in Chicago.
Who she wants to like put in front of the people.
And like hundreds
Right.
of people do it, and then she'll pick like maybe like 10 people from there to like
go do the real
actual,
showcase.
to do like the next step and then the next step.
Right.
But like,
But I
basically
remember telling my
anyone can do
parents like,
these.
I'm auditioning for SNL, like it's happening, like you know.
Yeah.
But mine, one of the ones that I did was it was like I was probably 23. Maybe 23 or 24. Had only been doing improv and hadn't really done any like solo stuff yet, really. Maybe a little tiny bit, but you have to do characters, you know. So I was so fucking nervous, and there was like 40 guys on this list. I was number like 36, right towards the end. And so I'm so nervous, but it's like a 2-hour long thing. So I'm there watching the first guys go in the back, and out of the corner of my eye, I can't fucking believe what I'm seeing. But Jason Sudeikis is there, and so is Pete Holmes watching this shit. Have I told you guys
Not
this?
Pete Holmes. No.
And literally, I like
Oh yeah, you have.
I like really was like, what the fuck is happening? I can't believe my life right now. Like it made me so much more nervous to the point where I was like, I can't tell the other guys. It's gonna like throw everybody off. Our heroes are here, and I walked and I walked to the back to the green room, whatever, and I'm like acting weird. And finally, one of our friends is like, "Dude, are you nervous?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm all nervous." Like, literally, P. Holmes and Jason Sudeikis are watching there in the back, and but it freaked out one of my friends, and then he started telling everybody else. So in a matter of seconds, like only a few people have gone, and so then like 25 guys were like so nervous because they were gonna go, audition in front of some like known celebrity comedians. And then I'm like, what the fuck? I go back out there and watch, and I look at the same table that had who I thought was Jason Sudeikis and Pete Holmes at it, and it's just completely different guys.
No.
And that doesn't even barely look at them, but my mind had tricked me.
That is so funny.
And then, frankly, like that relaxed me so much, knowing that it wasn't them, that I feel like I bodied my set. But so many of the other guys
there's
like,
a very good lesson in this.
What?
This
Play
is an
dirty.
Amazing lesson.
Psychological warfare.
Play dirty. If you have if you are in a scenario like this where you're doing an improv show or any other scenario, maybe a swim meet, go ahead and say, dude, I just saw Ryan Lochte and Michael Phelps out there smoking a bubbler in the motherfucking bed, in the motherfucking bleachers. Oh my God, I'm so nervous, aren't you?
Wow.
Joy tactics. That's amazing.
Joy tactics.
And
Genius.
And one time I did the IO SNL showcase. I said, instead of Jack Bensinger, I did my set back facing away from the audience. I said my name was Back Bensinger.
Did you crush?
I can't imagine there was even enough people in the room for it to have crushed. But that was at a point when I had kind of resigned to the fact that that was not going to be my future.
And I did
just
one
wanted to
year
have some fun.
I did a bit that you participated in, Eric, where I just like it was just like a pure like fuck you to just everyone. But I was like, okay, so I'm gonna put hot dogs in my butt cheeks, and I'm going to like try to carry them over and put them in this bucket of water.
For your SNL? That was SNL.
Yeah, for Sharna. And I would just put hot dogs and clench my butt cheeks with the hot dogs and hold them and try to walk over to the next side of the stage and drop.
Was it crushing? Was it absolutely crushing?
And actually, people were having a great fucking time because everyone's doing their fucking Ryan Seacrest impressions, and then here comes butt crack, hot dog, bucket of water guy. It's a good mix up,
That's important.
You've done a beautiful thing there. You have really martyred yourself for, the Luke Knowles of the world or whoever who did end up getting it, who needed that levity in the room.
Right, exactly.
So you are responsible, for a lot of the generational talent going and
pretty much.
That's right.
making them feel right.
That's fucking right with it.
I'm hungry.
Wow.
Right now.
So you guys have never lied?
No,
Never.
Me neither.
not yet. Me neither. I have an idea of it.
Yeah.
Well,
I've thought about it.
I just hold one of my values. I feel like we could dip into this, but personal values are important, and you need to stick to them.
To you,
right?
And
for you,
what?
Maybe Eric, for you, that's how you feel. I guess so. So defensive.
You hate
personal
having values.
Yeah.
Well, one of my personal values is truth, and being a beacon of truth, and always speaking truth to power. Sorry. And that's the opposite of lying. That's the opposite of secrets. So I don't hold secrets because I value truth and I stick to my values.
What if you had to tell a lie to save a million lives? Would you do that, or would you kill them all?
Well, Eric, what if the lie was that you were going to save them?
Oh.
You see where I'm saying with that?
Wow.
You see what I'm actually
really
meaning?
do.
What is that? What does that mean? Oh, because there's 2 million people. Okay, 1 million people are standing in front of a gun that's more powerful than a fucking atomic bomb. Another people are standing in front of a giant laser with the power to destroy the Earth. Okay, and in order to, they both can die, or you can save one of the 1 million by telling the other 1 million that you're saving them.
Wow. Remedial philosophy.
No, dude, no, it's not remedial at all. There's nothing remedial about me, and I would know. Okay.
Remedial is such a mean word. Remedial, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't find it to be mean,
You're
dude.
acting
When I was
remedial.
well, remedial. Let me guess, Eric.
What?
You never took a remedial class, did
I
you?
did take remedial math. I can't wrap my head around that shit, or I couldn't at the time until I figured it out for myself. And now I know numbers better than you can imagine.
You know, it is funny. I think that Harvard is making a big mistake. Big mistake.
With what?
Here's why.
Why?
And so is MIT. Here's why. Because they are looking for applicants in the future Tesla and Microsoft inventors so that they can... What's the point of Harvard, right? To pump people out who are going to donate back to the system. Of course. Now, in order to capture the Steve Jobs, what did they all do? They didn't go to college. They were in special needs classes. So what they'd ought to do, instead of looking at those GPAs, is go into the remedial classes, into the special ed classes, and say, who here is developing an invention or an app or this or that? That's who should get into Harvard. Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's right.
Wow.
That's right.
Suppose I never thought about it like that. Wow.
Well, you can't get outside of the box from the inside of it. Or you can't. You see what I'm saying? I guess you could if you opened it, but it's more a metaphor than anything.
Would you guys, if you just got accepted into Harvard tomorrow, would you go? And
I would go right fucking now. I put the
undergraduate
drawing my hair where it's receded over here.
Why
you know
do
what
you
I mean?
need to do that?
Huh? Because I'm going to the dorms. I'm going to become an 18-year-old at the dorms.
Is it covered, or is it a full ride, or is it
Full ride, dude.
Full
okay.
ride.
Full
Housing
ass
covered.
ride.
Wow.
I'm going to Harvard.
free
I'm
rent.
joining their comedy troupe.
The red medallions,
the-
whatever.
The what?
I don't know.
The Harvard Lampoon.
Oh yeah.
Joining that, then I'm going to become an intern at 30 Rock. Then I'm going to start fucking working at Seth Meyers.
The whole building?
Myers.
At this point.
Huh?
You're
become an
46 at this
Yeah.
point.
46.
Fully bald.
You're a page.
I did.
Yeah.
I told you guys about our 30-year-old roommate that we had when I was 19 named Jaquak.
No, I don't think so.
Jake-walk, like cakewalk?
Jay. His name is Jay. And I guess I just
okay.
said his whole fucking name, so please don't look him up. But he was really sweet. He lived with me and Jess when I was a sophomore in college, and he was kind of, thinking back on it, he may have been on the spectrum, but we were just like, man, this guy's, we thought he was odd because he was 30. We were like, man, 30-year-olds are like so different. But he was like obsessed with, you know, thinking back on it, so much of it is clear to me now, because he was obsessed with the Jeep brand. He wore like exclusively Jeep brand clothing and jackets and shirts. But
How'd
he
you
kind of
find this
did what we're
guy?
talking about. He was hella nice, Jay.
Did you find him through Craigslist or?
Nah, he just showed up. I mean, the school put him in our room.
The school put him in our room.
Like we had a little like 2-room dormitory room.
Isn't
and he
that
was in
weird
one
how
room.
like when you're like 18, 19, you're like somebody in their 30s seems like
Ancient.
You couldn't even imagine, like, oh, I can't even possibly picture being in my 30s like that.
It's like
is-
pathetic to think about them.
And guess what? You know how people older, they say, wow, time goes by so fast. It feels like yesterday I was 16.
Yup.
As a person into their 30s right now, I can say that this is 100% true. It feels like yesterday I was 22. Time
But you
time
haven't
is going
lived
by
much
fast.
life.
Best days of my life when I was 22. Psych.
Oh,
I fucking hated being alive back then.
Where was everybody when they were 22? I'll tell you, I was a freshman in North Carolina.
So you were a little older than the rest of the student body, the rest of the freshman student body.
Yeah, I was, because the world was trying to hold me back over and over and over
What
again.
did you do for 4
First-
years after high school?
Shut up, bitch. That's not why. That's not why. I was already old for my grade.
You're making music
Then
videos.
they held me back because I was stupid. Then, whatever, graduated high school, turning 19. Yeah, I stayed in town because I knew that if I was going to go to college, I had to prove that I was going to make a difference in the world. So I made rap videos.
So
Okay?
wait, Jack, for like, so there was like at least a 2-year period where you were just like living at home, just making music videos. Like, were you just doing like
No.
a lot of like?
No, I wasn't. What? Was I doing what? A lot of
Were
drugs
you just
so I could
doing
afford
like
it?
nothing?
Yeah.
Like absolutely nothing, and then like every so often you would like shoot a busted like music video for some busted musician in DC.
And then at nights doing comedy, sports, improv.
Why are you guys saying it with a tone as if that's not cool, as if that's not sick? Because yeah, that is what I was doing, dude.
No,
I
it
was
sounds
sitting
heavenly,
around.
actually.
I was caretaking my dogs for my mother, and what else was I doing? Yeah, that's about it. But guess what else? When I was out there in the real world, dude, making music videos with real people, I got real world experience that made me extremely prepared for when I went to college to blow people out of the water, even though I didn't graduate. Because guess what? That's probably why I didn't graduate, because I was so far ahead of the curve.
Of course.
It was like job offers freshman year. How could this be so? Literally being a fucking PA on a Hallmark film in the middle of North Carolina. That's not something that a normal student at a normal developmental stage would be able to handle professionally. But I'd already been doing comedy sports with people who were in their 40s, in their 50s, people who'd seen the real world, and I was chilling with them every night, okay? With real people who work for the government, who like to just get a little randy on the weekend. I know what you're
Randy,
thinking.
oh god,
Randy,
that's
you
not.
mean-
That, can we bring that?
Were
term
they
back?
cheating? Were they cheating, Jack?
Getting Randy?
Were
and
they cheating? No, dude. They would go to a bar where you could smoke cigarettes in Virginia because they didn't want to cheat. Yeah, bitch, they were cheating. Everybody cheats. If you're not having a affair cooking right now, at least one.
Get
That's the whole
alive.
point of getting
Get
married.
alive.
That's the point of getting married.
Right.
To have a little fun and to spice it up and to make feel that risk again,
Yeah.
that danger.
Yeah.
What if I disrespect?
Why is
God?
my heart fucking beating so strong right now?
Because you are dying, dude.
No,
This
I
is-
know, bro.
Eric, go to my house right now, break in, and get my blood pressure machine and tell me that it's not 160/90.
Is that where you're at?
No, I don't. No, I'm not. I'm back down to 70/30.
70
back
over
to-
30.
Can I go
Yep.
back to the word Randy?
Randy.
I feel like
Yeah.
that word. I'm gonna start saying that word like way too much. That
Well,
word
that's kind of
rocks.
your normal mode of operation.
That's Randy.
Randy.
I'm Randy.
You are Randy.
Uh-oh.
You're a Randy.
Randy.
You're a Randy.
Oh, Randy.
Let's get Randy
You're a Randy
tonight.
cunt.
Now, what do you
Hell
do
yeah.
when
Let's
you get
Getting
Randy on the
with the
town?
fellas.
Nate, what's your move if you get Randy on the town?
What's my move if I get Randy out on the town? What does that even
Eric
mean?
got Randy on the town last week. I don't want to bring it up though.
No.
But what's funny is Randy means what? Hone?
It means horny, but I feel like it could also pivot into a new era of like getting Randy just means getting lit, you know, getting
Dude, I got Randy.
Oh,
last
you want to
night.
get
a little
Randied out?
crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to get Randied tonight with me?
you want to
Randy
get
from the
Randy.
back.
Randied from the back. That'd be a good basketball name, like Meta World Peace.
I can
Randied
tell
from the
Eric
back.
is so like is just pushing back like a heart attack right now. And he's
Well, Eric is like slowly drifting farther off the screen.
I just
trying not to.
feel like I'm looking more and more like someone who has a heart attack in life. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like I'm even getting
God's about
stronger,
to check
but even
you.
if I get more muscle, the more muscle I have, the more squat I become. I just know it's
More
fucking
squat.
coming for my ass.
It's not, dude. And if I'm there, you don't have anything to worry about because I'm trained for it.
My heart. I'm gonna say my heart at some point. It's gonna be the fucking end.
You know that happened in my special ed math class. I'm sure you have already.
Someone
talked
said
about
my
this.
heart.
Yeah. my friend who I'll be shouting out very soon, who makes pornographic glass blowing art. You never fake a heart attack in special ed class to just see what happens. My heart.
What did he do?
He hit the deck. He just screamed, "My heart!" And then he hit the ground and.
Yeah, but he didn't
Yeah,
have
they
any
sent
heart
him.
condition.
No, he was just fucking with the teacher, Miss Levine, who had one eye. No, she didn't. She had both, but one of them was looking
Different
somewhere
sauce,
else.
yeah. Well, I've already talked about my clay teacher who had Alzheimer's.
Clay teacher.
Clay arts, ceramics.
You took like a private clay
You
class?
teaching
Not
mud?
private.
You're learning mud?
Huh? It was a mud.
You're in mud class?
Yeah, I already talked about this, but she had.
What else?
She
did you
realized
take,
she
leaf?
had Alzheimer's the year, or she didn't realize, but her family realized the year that I took her class.
Oh, because you made her self-aware.
I did a sort of a clay sculpture of a face that really
Right.
made her realize what was going on.
That's pretty funny.
What did I make? A face,
Okay.
a panther, and a little clay tablet with a relief of a fall scene on it. Fall trees.
And I made a bookmark one time in elementary school that was so visually concerning that my parents didn't let me enter it into the bookmark competition.
What was it?
Well, it was somebody in space who looked like they were passing away. Okay. And I thought, basically what I thought.
Did they lose their space helmet, or it was just
They did, dude. They did. But what I thought basically, I thought that effort is what made a good bookmark. And this is like a huge, you know what I'm saying? Not a normal size bookmark. Is about probably a foot or so tall. Yeah. And I thought that effort is what was important. And it was in space. So I like scribbled black all over the entire thing and tried to fill it in. So it looked like whatever.
Well,
Not
you know,
great.
children are connected to creativity in a way that adults try to get back to that childlike innocence, that childlike quality that makes you burdened by the realities of the adult world, which blocks your creativity. And sometimes that comes out in children's drawings, and sometimes they're disturbing, sometimes they're violent. But
That's Randy.
yeah.
Well, you know why that is, Nate, right? Clearly,
Why
you
is
know
that?
it. Well, because children are closest to the nebulous, to what happens before and what happens after. They're the closest to what came before, the ether, as I call it.
So you're saying
they still have
consciousness
some
in the ether, they're like drawing crazy ass shit. Before we were born, we're all just
My first words
Making
as a
crazy
toddler
art.
was, "Can I go back? Let me go back now, please."
And your last words are gonna be, "It's about damn time."
About damn time. No, my last words are my heart for sure.
Yeah.
My heart. Oh,
My last words are gonna be, "What? 200,000 women at once?"
oh, shit.
Yeah, that's I just hacked that one. That's
the
how I just
ultimate
hacked it.
fantasy. 200,000.
Yeah, all right. That's my micronation's
A micro.
population worth of women.
death by
Okay,
A
Bukkake.
so
full
then-
atoll of women.
Yes, one atoll, please. Okay, let's say what gave us joy, because let's just say I have something to do right
This
after
one is a
this.
little short, guys. We're sorry, but the quality of this one was just so unreal that we don't want to taint it by having it go long.
Right.
I have something to be joyful for, and I remember the name of the book I'm reading. The book I'm reading is called Blind Sight. It's a first contact novel that defies your expectations. It was written in 2006, and yet it's touching on the future, actually the current reality of AI in ways that you can't imagine.
Holy shit.
Okay, so it's so far I'm really enthralled. But what gave me joy today? I was sitting in Manhattan in my car, waiting for Lila, and I look outside and there's a high school field trip. Okay, the chaperones are there. They're the tough guys are wearing just t-shirts. It's too cold for that, but they don't give a fuck. And in the middle of the group, I spy two high school girls locked arms, like arm in arm. And something about me had just felt like, oh, the youth doesn't care anymore about really connecting with each other. And seeing these two girls locked arm in arm, it could have been that like they were at a Beatles concert in the 60s. You know what I'm saying? It just felt like, wow, that type of connection is so timeless. And it's so nice even in the modern age of the internet and cell phones and whatever, that we're still connecting in this way. It was just a very sweet thing to see. And they could have been the mean girls. They could be total biatches. I don't know. But it was awesome seeing this. And so thank God for letting me witness that. Now, and the men need to follow up as well. The men need to start holding hands. What would you do if I started holding your hand, Nate, on a walk?
I would beat the fucking shit out of you, dude. Don't ever do that to me, man. Don't you ever fucking touch me. Touch me, hold my hand, man.
Patriarchy is a prison, dude, and you obviously are locked in the dungeon right now. We're gonna get you out.
Wow. So what gave the next one of us joy?
I'll go next.
Jack? Okay. Nate, get it.
Well, what gave me joy was obviously I don't know, did we do an episode for this? But it was the Rap World premiere screening.
Oh
shit.
Course. That was so much fun. We were at the Los Angeles Festival of Movies. Did I say that right? I always like.
We didn't talk about this yet?
Oh, we've talked about it.
I don't think we did.
Oh my God.
That was awesome sauce.
Well, it was the global premiere of Rap World, the movie that you guys have been working on with Connor and Danny Scherer and Harris Marison, Meryl Faye, and it was just lights out incredible. People were fucking it was just like so much fun to see people in the theater like go bonanza for something that
bonanza
you guys have worked on for so long, and I just can't wait for people to see it. You know?
I'm stoked to have more people to see it. That was such a fun night. Thanks for coming out, everybody who did.
Thank you. That was fun as fuck.
We need to crush the box office with that shit immediately.
And people are probably wondering when they'll be able to see it. And
here's the truth. We don't know. We don't know yet.
We don't know. There's basically more than $6 million worth of illegal music that we're using in it, and we're in the process of litigating it, figuring out how to legally show anyone and where. Because, it's under an hour. But guess what? That's how features used to be, dude.
I'm back.
Back when features were actually art and not just Eric, did your mic go out? So, Rap World the movie, possibly coming to a town near you soon, or possibly coming to the internet soon as well. And then what's funny is, I guess I'll say what gave me joy. I'm in Santa Cruz, man, and I dropped my water bottle in a way that kept making me laugh. I was in we went to look at the redwoods. Never seen one of those.
Big.
Really big.
That makes you have a reverence for Mother Nature, doesn't it?
For sure.
That's what I was about to say. Reverence.
Thick fucking trees.
Makes you wonder.
Trees.
One of them testosterone trees.
Sheesh.
So then what happened is I go into the visitor center, and I don't know why, man, but I dropped my water bottle, and damn if that wasn't very fucking loud. Scared everybody in the visitor center. And that made me laugh. And then guess what?
What?
I did it 2 more times on accident. And by the time I walked out, I dropped it again one last time in front of the person who was working there. And I share a funny, beautiful interaction with this man. I say, I'm so sorry that I kept dropping that water bottle, man, but damn if it didn't give me joy on my podcast in 3 days.
Wow.
That's a secret that you can tell to everybody.
Well, it's been so good reconnecting with you guys. Great speaking with you guys again. And I hope that we can get back together for an episode that will come out on our Patreon on Thursday. Do you guys think we can make that happen?
Eric, you did so good. We had a great time with you this episode. I really think we'll be getting in touch with you to probably follow up. But this was such a good time, man. You're amazing.
Yeah,
you're an
total
amazing
blast.
guy.
No, you guys made it so easy, and I appreciate that. I'm going through it right now.
Yeah, just keep going.
Well, pray for my blood pressure, my heart. Pray for Nate, recovering from what could be the big
prayer, general prayer.
Yeah.
even though we're
specific.
atheists. Why don't you do the human-based prayer, where it's basically telepathy? Because
Just did it.
we are Ricky Gervais atheists.
Ricky Gervais. All right, guys. Well, peace out and much love, and God bless everyone.
Joy
Bye now.
tactics.
Tactics. Peace.
Well, that concludes another incredible fucking episode of Joy Tactics. Head over to patreon.com/joytactics to unlock exclusive weekly bonus episodes. And make sure to follow us on social media where we post fire TikToks and hilarious shit like that. And if you loved the shit you just listened to, make sure to subscribe, rate, and leave us a review. Thanks for listening, and remember, we are shaped by our thoughts, we become what we think. When the mind is pure, joy follows like a shadow that never leaves.